Tonight on 96.9 FM, we've got fresh intel from Rockstar, unsolicited life advice, and one listener who may or may not be ghosting us from a dump truck. New fronts, new passive income, and a suspiciously shiny car wash that somehow isn't a trap. My name's Bishop, and I'm your host, part-time narrator, full-time liability, and this is your friendly reminder that everything's fake, especially the money. Roll them tunes. So welcome to the Community Corner, where we do some shout-outs and throw some good vibes. The first one is going to the Flamingo unit, still flying under the radar, well over budget, instigating fights, and then sitting back and watching the whole world burn. Shout out to Victor, great vibes, pulled up suave, raced clean, and didn't even explode, not even once. Professional stuff right there. It's a boy, second ever race in GTA, showed up like a wild card, left like a legend. I salute you, brother. Also, to the 4-hour lurker watching the last couple of VODs in total silence, blink twice if you're okay. Or keep lurking, up to you. Special thanks to Trashy for putting up with my antics, but pushing through the complete one hell of a marathon of a heist. I'll milk that content as much as I can, as soon as I can, so stay tuned for that. It was like watching poetry in motion. Speaking of poetry, take a load of this.
They say an end can be a start. Feels like a barbarian still alive. It's like a bad day that never ends. I feel the chaos around me, a thing I don't try to deny. I better learn to accept that there are things in my life I can't control. They say love is nothing but a sore.
This week's LSPSA is brought to you by Madrazo Money Management. Need to clean up your reputation, hide assets from the government, own a car wash in a bad part of town? Don't worry, we've got a legitimate solution. Madrazo Money Management, turning your dirty money into less dirty than it was kinda before, since actually it says here undisclosed, so don't mention this, don't mention. Here's one for the grinders, the spreadsheet cowboys, and anyone trying to survive with $240 in Maze Bank and a dream. Well, look who finally made it. The big leagues. Screwed out a few gangsters, maybe borrowed a submarine, accidentally leveled the block of Vespucci with a Molotov. Congrats. Now caught the attention of San Andreas' favorite financial ghost, Mr. Faber. Yes, that Mr. Faber. The one who launders cash for every rich lunatic in this state, from Tony Prince's glitter cult to El Rubio's coconut cartel. Just don't mention his shoes. And now he wants to hand you a mop. Enter the Money Fronts update, where the front is squeaky clean and the back room is kind of a little bit more like a war zone. Now, to start with a hands-on car wash, about 2.7 million buys you a front row seat to capitalism's filthiest magic trick, and a couple of things included in that tally. We'll get to that in a second, but you start by scrubbing your cars up front, smuggle cash out at the back, and while looking like you care about the environment, you get to do a few other things. So, for the tally, it's included Smoke on the Water, Vespucci's finest weed lounge, now with added money laundering, an arrival sabotage, and Higgins Helitours, sightseeing flights for tourists, which is good for contraband in the cargo hold and smugglers to shoot midair. Oh, and here's a rub. Your fronts attract heat. Not the movie, not the Michael Mann thing, the kind that makes your map blink red and your profits gonna dry up a little bit, so you'll need to cool down with some legit work by returning customer cars and flying tourist traps and delivering bales of very ethical greenery or something. Every task makes you look a little bit less like a criminal and more like a community hero with a side hustle in a conspiracy, which is what pretty much all of us are doing here. So need more trouble? It's grand. You now have access to Mr. Faber Work because no one's laundering this much money without occasionally losing a few trucks full of cocaine and an intern named Kyle or something. Export things, escort, job of the thing, recovery, hops, eye stakes, cleanup. Just don't ask questions. No, try not to leave bodies in the Vinewood Hills and something. And again, do not mention the shoes. Now, for the gearheads in the audience, here's the breakdown. The new Western Police bike comes in at 4.96 million or 3.72 if you completed dispatch work. Uniform is included. Gloves and aviator sold separately. New rides on the showroom floor. From Legendary Motorsport, we have Karin Everon RS for 1.66 millis, Ubermax Sentinel GTS 2.17, and Duboshi Rapid GTX for 2.7 millis. Southern San Andreas also has new imports. Ines Hardy 1.38 millis now with a bonus taxi cosplay, so you can do some taxi work using that livery. And Karin Woodlander 1.61 millis, and yes, it gets HSW love. A lot of them do. And if you're on GTA Plus, the overflowed Suzumi supercar is free for you right now. The rest of us will just have to stare at it from the Vinewood Car Club window and pretend we're happy with our compact sedans and our life choices. Total cost of entry just north of 7 million if you're buying the properties and the bike full price and the cars, and you're looking at a week's worth of legit grinding, or about 3 hours if you're a hedge fund manager with a shark car addiction. So the total for everything, it's not the 30 or the 50 or the 100 million that you see on other, no, it's 16 million. You can get by with around 60, maybe a couple million more if you really want to deck out all the cars, but 60 million buys you in. And yes, Papa Madrazo will give you a week call to meet him at the airport and get the ball rolling. So welcome to the business. Keep your hands clean, your fronts cleaner, and maybe, just maybe, your money won't smell like blood and diesel fumes. You're tuned into 96.9 FM. Take a listen to this.
Find you, find you, find you. I can't find you, find you, find you, find you. I can't find you, find you, find you. I can't find you.
And that's all I got for you guys and girls tonight. Thanks for tuning into our frequency, whether you're grinding, lurking, or just drifting sideways through Los Santos at 3 a.m. with no headlights and far too many stars. We'll be back soon, but until then, keep the radio on and check the rest of the shows on this frequency. Thanks for riding shotgun. Bishop, signing out.